Hey guys, welcome back to Diablo 3 on Inferno difficulty. Actually, before I talk to this girl, I will identify the items which I got. So again, this has too much pointless stuff on it. And this bow adds intelligence, which again, I don't see the point. I wanted to keep the staff because it was actually quite good.
If you keep holding back, then you'll never improve. Ah! Leah, are you all right?
Yes, I think so.
I'm sorry to push you like this, but it will all be for the best in the end.
I know.
It is time, Leah.
So she's gonna revive Sultan Cool now.
I live again.
So I am.
Well, she revives his ghost, kind of.
Give
You want everything.
I'm going to go with you. We should bring Cool's head with us. Maybe he'll have something useful to say. I'll put him in your bag.
But now, before he's gonna help us, he wants us
You're
to...
an interesting one, aren't you? I wonder if your friends know what you truly are.
Just what are you implying?
Oh, all will be revealed in time.
Again, very subtle foreshadowing. I am a Nephilim and Leah is Diablo's daughter. The Swampy Cellar, I believe, usually includes a boss fight as well. Yeah. Fast and molten minions, that's not too bad. The boss himself has more dangerous capabilities, though. He's gonna kill me.
I need healing.
Yeah, said. Called it. I couldn't get out of that corner, and the molten floor actually does high damage. But I killed one of the minions, so that's fine. Again, there's certain enemies which will probably kill you always. So for hardcore players, if you see a combination that you know is going to be nasty, avoid it. As far as I know, pretty much everyone who plays on hardcore occasionally runs away from certain fights because they are too difficult.
I learned much from that.
But yeah, most of the time dying ones will be all that needs to be done, I guess. Well, usually after one death, I can kill the enemies then. And that was both not very good.
You will not enter the aqueducts! Lord Belial demands your blood!
Okay, well, about that.
I can open this gate for you.
How about doing it? He basically, before he wants to help us, he wants us to completely restore him. Or he needs us to...
Emperor Hakan?
No time for plasma tears with you there too.
You see, once you hear that voice, it's kind of fairly obvious what he is, but oh well. We now need to open a secret gate behind a waterfall.
This place has the characteristic stench of demons. Most disgusting.
It's Belial. So long as he lives, all of Chaldea is under siege. Uncle Deckard theorized that the demon lords leave demons in their wake, much like us leaving footprints.
Do you believe that?
Yes. The more I study my uncle's books, the more I realize that even I took his wisdom for granted.
I really do not like this sewer setting at all.
Dispel the waterfall for you. Alas, this is no illusion.
And there you see, I actually can't damage these snakes while they're invisible. And that I just find tedious. Yeah, basically we need to find 2 particular switches to open the gate behind the waterfall.
Your grave awaits!
One of which we will find down here, and the other we will find, well, I guess as we continue through this particular dungeon. And it seems like so far we avoided all champions down here, which I'm not gonna complain about. Yeah, western flow control. This is the first lever which we need to
I
pull.
see the lever. That's one lever down.
Now we need to open the eastern one as well. Again, this is the same kind of dungeon.
This way. Perhaps someone waits for us down here?
Yeah, again, she kind of does that foreshadowing thing a bit. I think we found the jeweler merchant here, the gem guy. And around this corner I often had boss encounters. Okay, what do we have? Oh, nasty combination. I can see that. Arcane Enchanted,
The philosopher Callus
Mortar.
said, if you want to know the truth of a city, you need look no further than the state of its infrastructure.
So Chaldeum is infested with demons and smells of rot?
Yes, and built on secrets.
Reflecting damage isn't very nice.
Let us cleanse it from this land.
Against these guys, I usually try to basically bait out the swirling blades of death, and then pull them a little further back so I can fight them in peace. So you saw that fight was fairly close at the beginning, but in the end, not that bad. Okay, some unidentified boots, which are fairly bad. An average spear at best. And I guess this is fairly nice. Still, nothing great so far. But then I'm never particularly lucky with loot. One thing in general about green spots on the floor, you should generally avoid them, especially if they've got some sort of smoke rising from them. They usually deal poison damage while you stand in them. I have no idea if this is the right place to go, by the way. As always, dungeons are randomly generated, so you can't really be too familiar with them. And I know I always refresh my my armor spell before I technically have to. It's just a habit. It's not very expensive, and I'd rather do it too often than too rarely. Okay, what do we have here? Empiric, Nightmarish, Fire Chains, and Plagued. That's not too bad. And nice loot as well. The demonic essences you need for the probably the second best kinds of items you can craft at the blacksmith, and probably at the jeweler as well, even though I don't have the recipes for that yet. At least I think it's the second best. The best, I assume, is going to be the brimstones, which you get from salvaging legendary items. Again, nothing too good. And a Tome of Secrets. I still somehow consider these nice drops, and I like getting them, even though, considering how many I've already gotten, they're probably not that rare.
Quite a maze in here, but we know where to go, do we not?
Well, we do now. There's a spot on the map. Here we are, Eastern Flow Control. And this opens the gate.
That passage should lead to the Desolate Sands.
A secret door hidden.
I can't believe he stuck me in a barrel. It's uncomfortable in here.
Yep, this is the gem setting guy.
What's going on out there? Are you still alive out there? Or is it the monsters? Oh, say yes if you are. Or you could clap.
So again, he's supposed to be comic relief, which I don't know. I'm not too certain how I feel about comic relief in this game.
Thank you for reading. Help me.
But he was kind of put into a barrel by his
How rude of me. I forgot
companion.
to introduce myself. My name is Covetous Shen.
Were you named by your enemies?
What? I can't imagine why my young partner bashed me over the head and sealed me in there. This place is quite dangerous without a knowledgeable guide.
And I am to believe that you are such a guide?
Oh yes, I could show you around the world 5 times and never stub a toe.
And you thought I was odd.
And now, yeah, basically we just need to help this guy because apparently he can guide us through this place, and he wants to find a crucible, which is why his
What a fascinating place this is. Oh, look at all this wonderful architecture. You could walk all the way around the world and never find its like. Except for this part. I've seen this somewhere else before.
I think they're kind of making a joke about the dungeon generation there. Oh, what do we have here? Health Link Vortex and...
Now, I wonder where my young guide got off to. His name was Gavin, I believe. Yes, that was it. Nice young fellow. He must still be around here also. Or perhaps he got lost. No, we're not lost, are we?
Was it really just a single enemy in that champion group just now? Nah. Oh. What? Nothing to fax home about. Some stuff dropping.
Actually, quite an interesting experience to be locked up in a barrel. I had a lot of time to think to myself. It was a little uncomfortable, though.
The crucible, it's mine.
Be careful, Gavin. It might be cursed. The crucible should be safe now. Poor little man. If I had known the crucible was cursed, I never would have brought him along.
Okay, so we got the
You go
crucible
ahead.
now.
I'm going
and
back to town. I need to learn the spell needed to restore Cole's body.
yeah, We now need to get Sultan Kul's blood from 2 particular side
But
dungeons.
those others, the fallen angel, the witch, they're using you for their own ends. You choose to be their puppet, yet the power of your birthright could make you a god.
How goes
I'm
your
fine,
divinity,
thanks.
Cool?
There's no need to be snide. Soon enough, I'll walk this world again. Then I'll show you what a Nephilim can achieve.
Well, I'm fairly certain that a Nephilim could be the one to kill Diablo.
My archives lie beneath this desert. Perhaps even beneath the sands we now tread upon. The Haradrim could not destroy them. They could only lock the door behind them. And I still have the keys.
So, this particular bit of the desert I really just dislike. You see, you can tell from the very beginning Sultan Kul's just going to betray you anyway, and still you have to find his body and his blood, and it keeps being like, okay, you're gonna need these 2 things, so now you get into 2 more side dungeons for me.
To Sultan Kul before they became his prison.
So yeah, I'm no particular fan of this bit. It seems like a lot of pointlessness is added to lengthen the storyline a bit. Okay, what do we have? Reflect damage, Desecrator, Vampiric, and Teleport. That's not too bad. Oh, and down there's a treasure goblin. So usually I don't need the
more.
Oh look, that was nice. Yeah, usually I don't even need to fire up the Archon to kill these guys anymore. One thing you should note about them, if possible, try to avoid hitting them until you've got a, I don't know, a clear perimeter, I would say. That's not always possible, and then you kind of have to try to get them down, but often enough you can avoid them until you've got a bit of space cleared out, which makes the fight easier. Okay, the ring is not bad. No. Well, there was nothing here worth keeping, really, so... No, again. Wrong bit. Here we go. Okay, a rare crossbow, which is terrible. A two-handed axe, which is also fairly terrible. I don't know about this. The damage seems kinda high.
Really dress in that manner?
Well, I might be a little bolder than some. Why?
Oh, I was merely curious.
Well, this is the common role-playing game rule. That female armor has to be as revealing as possible if it's supposed to be protected. Yeah, there again you can see the disintegration being a bit glitched. Okay, that's a dead end. I'm probably gonna make a cut after... well, in about 10 minutes after this particular episode's over. probably going to be fairly unmotivated and not after a boss fight or anything like that, but the next boss fight is too far in the future. Don't have the time for that at the moment. Okay, and here we have a boss.
I need healing.
Yes, indeed, but I think I'm gonna die because of the jailer.
Returns. Need more time.
Ouch, ouch, ouch. Yeah, this is not gonna work out. Or maybe it is, but them turning invisible really sucks. Ah, there we go.
That is what I have trained for.
Helpfully enough, my enchant just turned the enemy into a chicken, which helps. So that was close, as you saw, but guess that's not necessarily a bad thing. Makes it more exciting. Two-handed axe with force properties. I don't think I've got that one yet. Nah. So that's of course another danger of the jailer property on the mobs. You can run away and get healing globes. What do these guys have? Knockback, fast, and mortar and molten. That's fine. Just be aware that the molten ground still damages you even after the guys are dead. You need to wait for the actual molten effect to disappear. Okay, a pole arm. Just not that good. And some mediocre pants. By the way, one thing which I thought might be interesting, I've got 239% magic find at the moment. And that's with 5 stacks of Valor, of course, and my 18% Paragon level bonus. And Cool was not in there. Well, the blood of him. I prefer the other dungeon where you find where you have to go to find the other bit of it. Somehow I tend to run into less complications there. Okay, Plagued, Mortar, Vampiric. It's not too bad.
Just over there. I never imagined such a creature.
And the boss seems to have Vortex as well. Yes, he does. Okay, nothing I can't handle. As long as I've got the option to kite, it usually works out. Junk. And a dead end. Maybe down here. Against these spiders I usually use the diamond skin just as a precaution. He keeps spawning right next to me and usually get a hit in, so... Diamond skin has a fast cooldown. Yeah. So after you take the blood, that this blood guardian kind of guy spawns. Which you should be aware of so you can prepare for it properly. Didn't want that. Even in Inferno mode there's no benefit at all to picking up the white items. They still give you like 12 gold pieces each. I really don't see the point of that. I guess it's kind of to prevent bots farming. By making the white items very worthless, but you see in other games I used to always pick up the white items. I don't do that in Diablo. I guess your main income here is just from random bits of gold on the ground. Hope you can't hear my door slamming too much. It's the wind pushing it open, closing it again a bit. I need the fresh air inside at the moment. It's still very warm. Well, this isn't too bad. I don't know if 800 damage is much for a one-handed crossbow, but... Okay, so here we have a imp kind of guy. Which have the fairly annoying frozen and jailer abilities.
I'm carrying too much.
Okay, so let's identify this stuff. Now I've never really seen a wand that has decent damage. Whenever I look for good mage equipment, it always comes down to maces or one-handed swords or anything like that, but never once, which is sad. So, child. Well, first, I need to know if I've already gotten this plan. No, I didn't. I wanted to keep that one crossbow, I believe. Not this one. Nah. Yeah, this is what I wanted to keep. The rest can go away. Of course, in later acts you get better items, so... Generally the best kinds of drops you will get in Act 3 and 4. I don't know if there's a difference in drops between those two, though. Okay, that's just a random side dungeon. Which doesn't interest me too much at the moment. And these guys are annoying.
healed.
Thanks for the info. I was apparently healed. And these very fast enemies.
Why? Will something happen if I step in them?
Not really, but they will stain your boots.
Somehow I feel that was meant to be a bit of a sexist remark, but I don't know. Maybe it was meant to be funny, but that never really worked for me. I would prefer to be able to do the second Finding the Blood dungeon still today. Or rather now, I'll probably finish Act 2 later today. Might be a bit unusual, but there's not really much point in feedback as such to this project. Well, there's points in comments, I'm interested in it, but I'm recording this fairly quickly to get it out the way, so I won't be able to respond to feedback in the video itself. I will, of course, reply to comments. That is beyond doubt. Now, really, in order to balance the Hydra to make it a little less mandatory for a wizard, what they should do is just make it killable.
You dare attack me?
Because, as you're gonna see, the fight against certain bosses becomes fairly trivial with the Hydra, because I can almost cast it while moving. The casting time is half a second maybe, it's insanely quick. And it means I can cast that thing, and then for 15 seconds I can focus entirely on kiting. Ouch, 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 ouch. That's not nice. That's a boss. And a special thingy enemy. Simultaneously. Go up here. Okay, these random flies. And there was a boss up there, I believe. Or maybe not. I might have been wrong. I don't know. Can I check back on what's been said in the... No, I don't want to... I can't. So... I have no idea if that was the boss I just faced or not. You want to be careful with these worms, by the way. They can deal quite a lot of damage.
Heal me! I've been healed.
I don't know if something happens though if I kill all of them. Oh wait. That explains a lot. Very common mistake. Doesn't seem like anything happens. Was that it? Apparently. Again, it's a wand and it's terrible. And so is this polearm. It seems like Ignor's durability loss is such a waste. Because repair costs aren't that high, even after I died to Diablo about 5 times. On, what was it, Hell difficulty? I only had to pay, I don't know, something close to 20,000 gold, which isn't really that much. So it seems like instead of the ignoring durability loss, any other property would be stronger and better. I would like to find the particular dungeon.
You dare attack me?
Over that bridge is only the bit afterwards, after I found the blood. Which, as I said, I would like to do that today, if possible.
I don't have enough arcane power.
Well, I'm guessing if I go down here, I might find the place.
Heal me!
So that's what happens if you get impatient. Yeah. I somehow doubt it's gonna happen this episode, but we'll see. Well, there's a waypoint at least, which would be a start. And there's my killers, which I've now killed. I guess that's the strange thing about these stacks of Nephilim Valor. They don't degrade when you die, only when you log out. So it turns out whoever designed those things
If only they could see me now.
doesn't care so much if you die, but they do not want you to log out or change your skills. I guess they're very effective in that way, that they keep you wanting to play, which is not a bad thing. So it's not criticism. It's just a statement of fact, I guess. Because, well, if you've got 5 stacks and you're gonna lose them if you stop playing, you kind of want to keep playing. Somehow this is not working out. I'll try down here. Did not have this kind of difficulty last time, I can tell you that much. Oh. And I always finish the archon right after I'm done using it. Because if I'm in that shape, I don't have the defensive options.
Hunt here if they were starving. Belial has withered these lands.
Yeah, I don't have the defensive options of my diamond skin, and I don't have the energy armor and stuff like that while I'm in that shape, so I prefer to end it as soon as possible, and then firstly the recharge starts earlier, I believe,
You see
and
that enemy over there? Let us
oh, damn.
cleanse it from this land.
Yeah, Molten Plagues reflects damage, it's not too bad, and he seems to have that particular attribute where he gets more minions. Which can be annoying, yeah. You see the Horde attribute, that gives him more minions.
I need healing.
Ouch. And it also apparently
Health
allows him to
return.
respawn them.
Need more time.
So as you see, it can be a very annoying property. And now another group seems to have joined in. Why, hey. But I think I got the boss down. His minions of course remain. They keep their attributes and you have to kill them as well, as you see. I thought I had more time on that one.
A powerful enemy we have laid low.
What kind of? I would assume there would have to be a drop, because this is what the boss dropped, I think. So there should be something that the other guys dropped as well, right? Maybe I didn't activate them all yet. But the boss did not have the frozen attribute, I remember. And there was definitely some freezing going on. Yeah, there's the last one. Sometimes it happens where you can separate these groups, not often though. They tend to be linked so closely that it doesn't work, but as I said, occasionally you can make it.
Some of my blood is within that cave. I can feel it.
Okay, what do we have? A terrible voodoo mask. Mediocre shoulders. Terrible spear. Well, I don't know if it's terrible. 200 strength seems nice. And random bracers, and that's it.
Pall of silence lays heavily here.
Honestly, I doubt I'll make this dungeon in time, so I'll probably... Tell you what, I'll defeat these guys here, on camera. And then...
Need more
Ouch.
time. Help me!
You see, again, nasty combination there. But it
My
worked.
bags are full.
Yeah, and I don't have any white items on me either. No, nothing too good here. I'll go back to town, and then I'll quit the game. And next time we'll continue searching. Don't have the time at the moment, so... Yeah. But you're gonna see all the screen time I have, so I'm not gonna do anything off camera. Aside from maybe buying stuff on the auction house in case I feel like it. I feel like improving my boots, they're not that good at the moment. But regardless, next time I'll see you again, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye bye.